Welcome to the Michigan Runner Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
Let's have a round of applause once again for your 2018 Boston Marathon Women's Champion from the United States of America, Desi Linden.
Hi, this is Jenny McCafferty, and I'm very excited to bring you Gary Morgan and the Boston Marathon of 2018, and we're sponsored by the Kona Running Company, which is presenting the Stroh's Legend Run on May 19th. And with me is Mr. Ubiquitous Gary Morgan, who's just back from an historic Boston Marathon.
It was absolutely phenomenal. It was quite the day in Boston between the weather and Desi winning. It will be a race that goes down in the history book. You got a bus ride up to the start with the media bus, and they do that every year. They take photo people up there and media people. So anyway, I was at the start, and obviously it wasn't raining super a lot, but then it started raining heavily. It was in and out. I filmed the hand cyclist, the push rim wheelers, and then eventually the elite women came up. I think they had around 50 women in that field, and it was anybody's game that day. It was a chilly, wet day. It had snowed up there in Hopkinton during the evening. Snow was gone, but the rain was still coming down. And it was windy and it was cold. So cold, windy, wet morning when the race started. I was in the grandstand area. They have this long set of grandstands, probably 100 meters long. So I was probably within about 100 meters, 150 meters of the exact finish, but still in that whole area. So I could see a good quarter mile, the whole good quarter mile stretch of the finish area. And, we knew I'd been in the press room when I came back, went in the press room, been watching the race in there, and obviously I knew the race was coming to an end. Desi had already built up a big lead, so it was definitely looking like she was going to win. Unless she fell or whatever, she was going to win the race. So I went out there. Obviously I had to wait a while. The press trucks came. They turned off at the last left turn, which is about 150 yards from the finish line, which is where I was, up in the grandstand. And then Desi came down the street there. The crowd was just super excited. Obviously, they're announcing Desi was going to be the first American woman to win this race in 33 years. That she had taken second in 2011. Yes, a very close race a few years ago. And for her to come back, obviously through some injuries, some other things, and she came by, didn't really she just focused on the finish line. She was, it was super tough out there. She did never look back. She was wondering, praying that nobody was on top of her. Obviously she got beat a few years ago, but there wasn't anybody near her. She was 5 minutes ahead of the next person, but she just focused straight on the finish line and hit that finish line. And then I could see they had on the Jumbotron, I could see hugged her husband and coaches there and everything. it was an emotional victory for her, to say the least. It was definitely a phenomenal day there in Boston. The crowd went crazy about it. It was definitely exciting to see history in the making.